fall time in Tennessee. Everybody's looking forward to it. It's been a hot summer. Finally, the mornings are getting cool. The days are getting a little bit shorter. You can tell for sure it's fall time. And a lot of people really put the rods away and stop fishing, but this can be the best time to do some creek fishing right before winter gets in here. The creeks will actually, these creeks, you know, they cool down a lot faster than they do at the lakes. A lot of people, bass fishermen, they're gonna fish the lakes throughout the fall and winter, but right now it's prime creek fishing time. So I'm here at a really beautiful creek, and I'm hoping to take advantage of some aggressive bass that know that winter's coming. They're gonna start feeding up. Oh, fish on. What do we have? Got a little bass. Yeah, nice little smallmouth. Throwing the brown craw. Oh, barely had him hooked. Nice little creek smallie. Let's let him go. Oh, got a little one wearing it out. Need a little bit bigger one to bite it. Oh, there's one. Oh, it's a solid one too. Oh, there's 2 or 3 of them up there. Oh my, I see a big one. Oh, this is the spot. Oh, I got 2 of them on there. Oh, one of them came off. I had 2 of them on. There's a big one right there. All right, this is the spot I've been looking for. Let's see if another one bites it and gets hooked. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, followed this one up. At one point, there was 2 of them on it. Oh, this is the kind of fish that I'm looking for. Man, I went through a lot of section of just, it seemed like nothing. And all of a sudden I get to this hole and there's some good fish in here. That's a beautiful fish. Oh, look right there. There's a few fish, a few bass hanging out right there. Some other fish, that's a bass. All right, let's get this guy back in the water. And hopefully we'll get back to catching some more fish. Here's our first little rock bass, a small one, but they are sure aggressive. I think as I work my way up towards that front of that pool, I think we're gonna get a few more fish. There's one. This little hole here is loaded. That's just cool. Some of these creeks, you get to these holes, these bigger holes, and they're just gonna be loaded with fish. There's several, there's a couple 13, 14 inch bass that followed up that one, and they're just cruising around in there. Those are usually the hard ones to get the bite. Oh, no way. I'm pretty sure that was by accident. A northern hog sucker. Somehow I snagged it, but there's just tons of these guys in here. Northern hog sucker. It's a weird looking fish. Sucker mouth. Lots of them in there though. There we go. That guy came out and hit it. It was an aggressive hit right there. Mr. Smallmouth, thank you. Hey, hold on. All right, nice little 10-inch one. We got a hard fighting rock bass, it looks like. Man, this place is beautiful. I can never get tired of this, other than literally getting tired of walking. But it's hard to get tired of just exploring these streams. I don't even know how far I've come, but I've been fishing for over an hour. A lot of walking. I know I gotta go all the way back, but it's hard to stop when you just don't know what's around that next bend. And a spot like that just looks so cool. Oh, I see a good bass. All right, I got the popper on there now. I just switched to it. Let's see if it gets something to hit. There we go. There's one on the top water. Gotta find those aggressive ones. I've seen several that are just not that aggressive. But you throw it near one that's aggressive, and he's gonna hit it no matter what, I think. I started throwing around the popper for a little while. And I saw some fish a little bit just past some. I couldn't get the hit. But I haven't thrown it that long. So we'll try it for a little bit. I didn't want to have to go finesse fishing, but I probably will on the way back. I wanted to try to do something just to get them to come out and hammer it. But I've seen a lot of decent bass that I think might get the bite on a little bit more finesse. A little smallie. There we go. All right, well, the topwater's getting a couple. Oh, got me stuck on a log. He's still on there. On a log in the weeds. There he is. Nice. All right, another one on a little popper. Oh, I see a cruiser. There we go. Oh my goodness, how did I miss that? How did I miss that thing? There was two of them. One of them came out and smoked it. How did he not get hooked? Oh, that one could have been my biggest one of the day. There's something. There's a lot hanging out right here. This spot right here is where they're all at. There's some over there by that. There's underneath that structure right there. Just in this long deep stretch, and found something to hide behind. Little young pulse minnow. I think this ought to get a few more. There's another one. That's a rock bass. Hiding out under that tree right there. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, eat it. Got it. Got one. Oh, it's a solid one. Stay on there. I got my drag a little bit loose, but these guys are so strong. There, finally. Dude, this hole is loaded. That's what all this hiking paid off. Getting to these spots. Like, I'm walking through all this area that seems to be dead, and you get to a spot that's just loaded with bass, and that is a nice one. It's nice. Look at that smallie. Oh, that was a good hook set on him. Threw my swim bait off. Sometimes you search these creeks and you come across a bend that's just perfectly set up. All this structure in here. This little deep channel's on that side over there. Not sure how much further I'm gonna go. A lot of times it's hard to get very many of these fish out of there, but you get one like this. This guy, that's probably 14 inch, 13, 14 inch, over a pound, just good creek size. Put another young pull swim bait on here. I changed the color, but I don't think it'll make too big a difference. That minnow little, it's a 3.5 inch minnow. I got it on 1/16 ounce jig head, and I've been really liking it and catching a lot of fish on it. It's showing out to be pretty good of a lure. What is, finally, goodness, I got hit like 3 times. Oh, not bad. There's like 2 or 3 of them, I think, chasing it. There we go. That's a solid little guy. How did I hook this guy? I saw him bite at it. Hooked him in the belly though. Spotted bass. I've seen some little bass. I think they were spots. It's the first one I've caught. A little spotted bass. I don't know how this creek just keeps getting better and better looking further I go upstream. Oh, come on. Oh, that was a good one. I'm getting there. There he is. They're hammering this little swim bait, like hammering it really hard, like biting at it, I think, mostly though. Hey, that's a largemouth. We got a slam from the creek. Spot, smallmouth, largemouth. Yep, definitely a largemouth. The other one, the fins are higher. Its fins go all the way down and there's no tooth patch. The other one had a tooth patch. And they look a little bit different, so. There's a largie. Oh, nice, nice. What is this? Oh, smallie. That fell in. Trying to release that fish. There we go. Oh, this little hole's got several in it. I see them up there. There's a bigger one following this one up, trying to take the bait from it. That's a solid guy. That other one was definitely a little bit bigger. It's not a bigger one, but it's another one. I'm just working the back of this. Oh, that's a solid one though. I'm just really working the back of this pool before I get up into it. I can see them. I can barely see them right over there. Just, they haven't seen me yet. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, there's a big one in there. Got another little one. Goodness. That's the advantage of coming up upstream, you can come up behind these fish, and sometimes you can fish for them, catch a few of them before they really know what's going on. You can still catch them coming downstream. I've caught good fish walking downstream, which I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna fish my way back downstream, but it definitely, in these really clear water, in these smaller creeks, is a big advantage to work your way upstream if you can. Oh, got one. Dude, this hole here has been on fire. Got a largemouth. All right, my stomach was growling just a second ago. We're gonna go up to just to the top of this pool. Hopefully it doesn't look very good up further. Oh, there we go. Nice. I don't know, I'm catching more and more fish, so I was gonna say I'm gonna head back. This is a really good one. Oh yeah, this is a solid fish. I definitely think the warmer it's gotten is helped them get a little bit more active. It was 60s this morning. It's probably 80 now. Oh, this is a solid fish. This is the one that one that like you catch it out of a creek and you're just like, this is a giant. And this is the kind I wanted to catch at least one of these today. Yes. Oh my goodness, that's so nice. That's a good looking fish. Well, that's a nice smallie right there. Really good fish. Probably close to a 2-pounder. That's kind of fish. You fish these creeks for, whatever bites, then you get one like this and you're like, yes, I'm glad I got that fish. Oh, yeah, picked it up. Didn't even know he had picked it up. All right, yep, so guess I'm gonna head on back. I think they are more active now than they were before. Okay, so yeah, I need to head back. I'm getting better and better holes, it feels like, but I think the fish are getting way more active. This little Yum Pole swim bait is something I've been using a lot, and I kind of haven't used it a lot in the creeks. I've been using it in lakes, but the few times I have used it in the creek, it's done really well. You can kind of swim it. I can also fish it like a Ned rig and drop it to the bottom, and I can get bites both ways. It's 3.5 inches, so it's just a great size. But that, yeah, Yum Pole. So I'm gonna head downstream. I'm gonna stick with the little swim bait. I think I'll catch a bunch more fish. Man, it's getting easy now. It's like early, the first couple hours was a little bit of a struggle to get, but now this last hour has been on fire. There he is. Come on, eat that. That's a solid one. That's a solid one. Yeah. Oh, that's a thick one too. Oh, nice creek. That's a thick creek bass right there. Yeah. Oh, it's hard to fall down, reeling this guy in. The legs are getting tired though. Smallmouth. Yep, switch back to the crawl. I think they've just got more aggressive as it's gotten warmer. That's what I do most of my creek fishing in the middle of the day, and I really think that may be sometimes the best time for them to get them. It's like 1 o'clock right now. Sun's out. I started at, I don't even know what time I started. I can't remember, like 10 or something. And it was a little chilly. I don't think they were just that aggressive yet. Oh yeah. This is the hole where I caught a good fish. Oh man, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a bunch of fish in this hole. There's a hole. I caught a good fish coming up, and we got another good one. Yeah, I can definitely tell they've gotten more active. Just the warmer it's gotten, warming up that water a little bit. But they know they gotta start feeding up and eating, because pretty soon, all of a sudden it's gonna get really cold and they're just gonna shut down pretty much totally in these creeks. That's just a good little smallie. Get out there. Oh, there was one. That's a good one at the back of the pool. Just kind of working my way back. Oh, he's not that big. He's just, oh, that's a good one right there though. It's so crazy. I love, you know, it's getting the fish's clear water like this. You just see how much fish there are in these places. Whereas if this was murky water, I might catch the same amount of fish, but I wouldn't be seeing them. They'd just be coming out and you have no idea how many fish there really are in there. Every time you catch one of these, especially smallmouth, there can be a lot of population of smallmouth in a stream. For largemouth, there's not going to usually be that. They're not going to be that schooled up. But another little smallie. Yeah, they are way more active. Hitting this crawl, hitting everything. All these little places I threw in before, I'm getting hits where I wasn't getting hits before. Catching fish where before I would see nothing. That's awesome. Well, I hope you can get out there and do some fall creek fishing or river fishing. Bite, like I said, it gets really good, and then as soon as it really drops down, it can really shut off. So like right now is the time to try to get in here, especially here around Tennessee. Don't let me mislead you though. I tracked my miles. I tracked how far I came coming back down. Is over 2.5 miles. So I went up 2.5 miles and came back. So I walked over 5 miles of creek. But the crazy part is, like, if I could have just got to that really good section up at the front, I could have caught almost 80% of my fish in, you know, a half-mile stretch. But that's what's part of it. I like putting in a lot of this work and effort, and there's a whole new stretch of creek that now I know that if I want to get to some good spots, I got to go way upstream. But that's just part of the fun and part of the challenge of getting to some of these fish. I used a Abu Garcia Veritas medium 6.6 rod, and it's a Abu Garcia Revo X reel. It's $100. Reel's about $100. Rod's about $100. Expensive combo for creek fishing, but when you go out here for 4 hours or 5 hours or whatever it was, it sure feels good to have something good quality. I got 12-pound braid, and I'm using a 10-pound leader, and I'll try to leave all the information for that stuff in below if I can get to it. But the Rebel Craw and the Yum Pulse were definitely the two lures that were really getting it done. A bunch of good fish today. Just a great time out here. Hopefully I can get into some more. Hopefully I can get some more really good creek fishing in before it does get cold. But we got about a month, 2 months here stretch where it could be really good. So thanks so much for watching. What we got here? Oh, we get to end it out with another long ear. Nice. Man, these things are so colorful. Mr. Long Ear going back.